Hello TC Electronics and guitar fans all over the world. My name is Kim Se-Hwang from Seoul, Korea, and I'm a guitar player for the rock band called N.EX.T and a solo artist. I've debuted back in 1993 by the band called Downtown and joined the band called N.EX.T, and this was the band that gave me a big break for the first time in front of the whole nation. And ever since, I've formed a new band called Novasonic back in 1998. Well, over the years, I've represented the country in electric guitar for quite a lot of reasons. And I've jammed with Steve Vai back in 1997, Vinnie Moore in fall of 2002, Akira Takasaki of Loudness back in 1999 and ever since, and Guthrie Govan, who is also a TC artist to my understanding. Well, I first heard about the TC Electronics equipment through the interviews of Steve Lukather's back in the 80s, I think. He was like the man of the guitar recording that I have always looked up to. Toto's sound was just awesome to me all the time, and just wanted to figure out how he was using all these great effects. And later on, when I also became a big fan of Steve Vai's in my years of high school. This was like the late 80s as well. Well, Steve Vai was also using the 2290s, and found out later on that it was used not just for its delay functions, but also for the patch functions that you would really need on stage. So the 2290s and the chorus flangers used by Steve Lukather, Steve Vai. Does Eddie Van Halen count? Yeah, all these great artists had been using them, along with Alex Lifeson of Rush. They've really strongly influenced me as well, and along with the man John Petrucci of Dream Theater with his great refrigerator rigs. Yeah. Back in the days when we were using the 2290s in the studios, it was basically because of its coloration. That was the original TC sound that was produced by the 2290 in specific. Because nowadays, let's say, if you have a track copy of a delay from the first track into the second track, it just sounds just too identical. But compared to that, if you have your 2290 going to produce the delay sound that you want for your solos or arpeggios, there's this, I call it a sort of a yellowish sound that you could notice if you would have somebody in the next door, just like now. It doesn't sound that clear as the original source, and that was the great thing about the TC back then, because no matter how much you would boost it up with the mix level, it just blended so well with the original source playing that you were having intended. And the coloration of the TC products have always been the great thing to have around. And also the great thing about the TC delays in specific is their ping pong delays, even for like the 2290s, the G system, of course, they're really awesome. And even the Nova delay. You could have a ping pong or a one-on-one mixed level set, and you could have like a repeat that goes identical to your original playing. And let's say if you have a dun dun, and you could go dun 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 dun, and it just sounds so awesome with the TC, which is out of comparison with the other products that I've always used. Well, I have used a lot of products, but for me, I think the TC is the one that really suits me. So this was Kim Se-Hwang from Seoul, Korea. Hope you enjoyed the interview that I've had throughout for TC. And to TC Electronics, I would strongly like to say thank you so much for considering me as one of your artists. And this is an honor and a dream come true.